In the last episode, we cut the roof off the Troopy.
Oh my god, it's happening. Can't believe it.
My long-held dream of creating the most amazing touring vehicle is starting to take shape. We pick up the story back at Headspace Campers.
Okay, so we are now heading down the road towards Headspace Campers. It's been 2 weeks since we've dropped the car off, and 1 week since we actually took a look at the car through the fence on a Sunday when they were closed. So back then it was half finished, and I got a phone call today from Headspace to say it's ready. So this is really, really exciting. I really hope I like it. I'm sure I will. I haven't set eyes on the thing yet, so you're going to see my first reaction. Oh.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. The thing is, we chose the high top conversion, and we haven't seen any photos or videos of the high top conversion anywhere, and I don't know what it's going to look like. I know it's going to look okay, but
I can see it.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Oh, I can't see. I'm not looking.
It's right in the gateway. Right in front. It's awesome.
Oh! Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Wow. That looks bloody awesome. Headspace Campers HT. Susie, what do you think?
It's amazing. It's awesome. I love it.
We were met by Scott from Headspace Campers, who showed us how to open the tent, how to close it, how to use it, basically everything we ever wanted to know about the roof conversion.
So here we are 2 weeks later. Behind me is Lake Little, and there's the power station, and there is the completed roof conversion, and it looks bloody amazing. Now, in terms of fuel economy, I've noticed no difference whatsoever. I've driven down from Brisbane down to almost Sydney and getting 11.4 litres per 100 kilometres, so it hasn't gotten any worse. In fact, the car is full of stuff at the moment, so there's several hundred kilos of weight in there, and even with that, the fuel economy has not gotten any worse. In terms of the sound, there's no noticeable extra noise because it is extremely aerodynamic, and it looks fantastic. So after this, I'm going to find a nice place to open up the roof conversion and show you all about it. folks. Well, this is the day that I've been waiting for a very long time. The Headspace roof conversion on the Troopy is finished, and there it is. Doesn't that look amazing? Now, in this video, I'm going to give you a really close look at the roof conversion, and I'll talk about what variant that we purchased, what options that we purchased, and why we chose those options. So stick around. All right, so let's get stuck into the details of the roof conversion. Now, Headspace offer two variants of their roof conversion for the Troopy. There's the standard and there's the high top. Now, the high top is simply 4 centimeters more height than the standard one. So what that means is from here up until here is the same on both, and from this point up, this top part is 4 centimeters thicker. Now what that means is there's a thicker mattress in there, and there's more room in there so that we could add a mattress topper should we require it. There's more room for leaving your bedding and pillows and everything up there, and this is, I think, going to suit us really, really well, because we both want the extra comfort and the convenience of just leaving everything up there. So let's go have a closer look. By the way, if you can hear that noise in the background, it is just the river that is next to me. It is really, really full. Normally it's a gentle, serene river flowing through this property, but because of all the recent heavy rain, it is whitewater rapids. So bear with that. Now, the thing that's on top of the roof conversion is the roof rack. Now, this is made by Exploros, and Exploros basically teamed up with Headspace, and they jointly designed this roof rack specifically for the Headspace roof conversion. The roof rack itself has a load-bearing capacity of 150 kilograms, that's dynamic weight. The Troopy has a load-bearing capacity on the roof of 150 kilos, and that 150 kilos is not lost once the roof conversion is done. And basically the ADR guidelines stipulate that this is not on the roof. The roof conversion is not on the roof. It is part of the structural part of the car. It's basically making the sides a bit taller. So essentially, none of that weight that the Troopy can carry on its roof is lost after the roof conversion is done. So you can still carry 150 kilograms on the roof as it is. So that is really fantastic. Not that I would put 150 kilos up there, but it is good to know that the strength is there. All right, so the moment of truth. Let's open up the tent and see what it looks like. Two really strong looking latches here. Give it a gentle push and up it comes. We'll grab the bungee cord as it's opening, put it down on either side, and there we go. All right, so inside the vehicle, the first thing that you notice is the beautiful wood finish. Now, you can get marine carpet instead of wood, and marine carpet is really handy for velcroing things too, so you can attach bags and things to the ceiling, or you can go with the wood finish as I have, and this is a very, very lightweight wood. It is beautiful, and it makes it feel more spacious because it's a light color and it's not dark. It's a dark will make it feel smaller. A very light colored wood makes it feel bigger and more roomy, and in a small space, that's something that I think is important. You want to feel like it's a nice roomy space to be in. So I've got these two trapdoors here. We'll open up the trapdoors and push the roof up, and there it goes. And now I can stand up and I can go all the way to the very front seats, and there's plenty of room up here. I can walk all the way up to the other end, and you can't see my head there, but there is plenty of room in here. Now I can open up the windows here. Now, by the way, the canvas is really, really thick. So there is a lot of space up here, a lot of space. That's fantastic. Now, one of the things that is immediately apparent when I first set eyes on the finished conversion is the quality of workmanship. Everything is just beautifully finished. Really, really high quality. It's beautiful. It's very, very well done. So to Ollie and the guys at Headspace, you've done an amazing job. Now I'm going to pull down the mattress or the platform and put up the awning. I still need to work out the most efficient way of doing this, so this might take me a bit longer the first few times until I've worked that out. Okay, so I'll just get this strap out of the way, throw that up over there. There's a hole in the side, pop that in. Now we'll plug the second one in, the second spring hole in the hole. Alright, so the awning is up. There's two big poles at the rear, two smaller poles near the front. There's two smaller poles are really only required because there's this extra section of the awning on either side that give it a bit more width. Now, if you don't need that, you can just unzip this extra section and don't use it. You can put the canvas underneath the mattress and get it out of the way, and you don't need that extra section. In fact, you can unzip the entire awning. The whole thing just zips off and you don't need to use it, but it offers a lot of protection on either side, both from the rain or from the sun. You can just sit here and enjoy the view. Now, there's a river that is flowing next to me. It is pretty much in flood at the moment. We've had a lot of heavy rain, and what a fantastic view from up here. So let me show you around inside the tent. So there is a lot of room in this tent. Now I can stretch my arms out and I can't touch the end and my feet don't touch the other end. So the whole length of the Troopy is bed. Same with the width. This is the widest tent on the market for any Troopy roof conversion. If I'm lying here, there's another person there, probably another 20 centimeters between us. So it's quite roomy. The other thing is I can stand up here and my head, if I'm standing at the tallest part of the tent, my head doesn't touch the roof, and I'm wearing a hat, and I'm 1.74 m roughly. So there's probably 1.80 m roughly from at the highest point of the tent. So it's quite roomy. So what I've noticed immediately about this roof conversion is the high quality of the finish. It is evident everywhere you look. The canvas is really, really thick canvas. It is completely pitch black naturally when you zip up the windows, so you can sleep in the morning. One of the things I like is you can see that there are these extra patches in the tent. Now this is just an extra bit of canvas, so it's basically double thickness in that location, and that is because when I open up the door, the hatch, that's to stop it from rubbing at that point. So that is a really, really good idea. So the tent roof is insulated, it is carpeted, it is nice and high quality. The tent comes with these two fans that you can actually rotate in any angle you want. The fans come with 3 different speeds, high, medium, low, and depending on the speed that you set it at, it's got a battery in there that's rechargeable from these USB sockets, and these USB A and USB C. But depending on the speed that you select for the fans, you can unplug it, it will continue running anything from a few hours to the entire night. So that is a really cool thing. The bag here has got these bungee straps, so you can strap things in there. You can strap, say, a laptop and watch movies off it. Pockets, you can plug in your phone and slip it in the pocket here. So yeah, very, very handy to have. The rear door has a lot of reinforcing around it in terms of the canvas. Because this is the high top version, we have opted for the thickest mattress available. Now, here's a sample of it, and compared to the thickness of my hand, you can see that it is wider than my hand by a good centimetre. And the first 20 mils is memory foam, then it is standard foam, and then the bottom part of it has an anti-condensation layer. So it is really quite soft. I haven't stepped on it yet, so after our first night on it, I'll know whether we need the mattress topper or not. I'm hoping that we don't, but if we do, at least I know that we've got enough space in the tent to put a mattress topper on there, plus our bedding, plus pillows and whatever else. So that is the real reason that we went for the high top. So the 3 brackets that you see on the side of the car there, they are made by Headspace, and they are a 270 degree or 180 degree awning mount. Now I don't yet have the awning, but it's ready to mount once I do purchase one. And we have the same thing on the other side. These 2 brackets are going to be for an ensuite. So Headspace offer 3 different packages. There's a basic package, a standard and a premium. Now what I have is the premium, and within each package you get a whole bunch of additions and features. Now one optional extra is the solar input on the roof. You can see that up there, a little black box with 2 Anderson plugs. One's a 12 volt output and one is a solar input, and that is pre-wired into the car. Now I don't have a battery in there at the moment, so they've just left the cable coiled up on the parcel shelf, and that is really fantastic because when I get a light bar, I just bolt it to the top of the car and plug it in. When I put a solar panel up there, I just bolt it to the top of the car and plug it in. So all the wiring is done, and there's no more clumsy and awkward ways of trying to route the cable and get it into the car where the battery is. So it is a really fantastic idea. So the lights you see in the roof conversion, there's one up the back, one up the front and one upstairs. The ones downstairs are wired up to the doors and they operate independently. There's a switch here and one at the front, and the same with upstairs. They are switchable from red to white to off. So red is fantastic for keeping the bugs away at night, especially when you open the doors. They have a built-in memory, so whatever you leave it set to is what it stays on. So if you turn the car off and back on, it will stay on red, for example. And that is actually a really cool feature, because that's something that I've been wanting to build into the FJ, to have red interior lights instead of white, and there you go, I've got it now. So these are really fantastic. These are part of the premium pack, which is what I bought. They are optional extra for, I think, the standard or the basic pack. Well worth it, I think. Well, I reckon that the Headspace actually improves the look of the car. It is a bit more angular. I think it looks a bit tougher. It looks fantastic. It's far better than the standard look of the Troopy. I love it. This is going to be a real game changer for Susie and myself. This is exactly what I wanted out of a Troopy, the ability to open it up, walk around inside and have the full use of the space available. I know that there are other products out there which don't open as high as the Headspace, and you're kind of a bit more limited with how much space you can actually make use of inside. So this is going to be absolutely fantastic. You can also unzip the entire tent canvas, so if you need to replace it, you can replace the rubber seal, you can replace the mesh, you can replace the canvas and awning, and every part of it is serviceable and replaceable, which is the mark of a really high quality product and good design. So that's about all I can think of to tell you about the Headspace high top conversion. If you're thinking of getting a roof conversion for your Troopy, I highly recommend considering Headspace. They've done an absolutely amazing job of this tent. My hat goes off to Ollie and the team. The design is really forward thinking, really clever. You can basically replace every part of the tent. You can unzip the canvas, unzip the awning, replace the rubber seal, everything. They've thought about it, so it is something that is built to last for a very long time, and I'm intending to keep this for an extremely long time. I'm very much looking forward to my first camping trip with this tent. Time will tell about how comfortable the mattress is, or whether we actually do need our mattress topper. I think that we might need our mattress topper, but you know, Susie and I prefer that extra comfort. So I shall see you on the next video, hopefully when we're out camping with the Headspace. Until then, cheerio guys, and thank you so very much to Ollie and the team at Headspace.